Right here on the PIX11 Morning News, I'm Vanessa Freeman.
And I'm Craig Treadway, and let's get the morning started with a look at your weather and your traffic. Alex Lee is standing by with more on your Thursday commute.
And meteorologist Stacy-Ann Gooden has a look at our Thursday forecast. Feeling much like the rest of the week.
Yeah. It's on an upward trend. A little bit of a dip, but we're headed in the right direction. Plus, we got some showers. Winds are still kind of light and variable, but here's our next system that we are tracking. This area of low pressure comes along with a warm front ahead of it. It's going to usher in milder temperatures, no doubt, but we do have a dip, and it will be periods of rain later today into tomorrow. Right now, temperatures are in the upper 20s, low 30s, so certainly a step up from where we were this time yesterday for sure. Winds are still fairly calm around the area, about 7 miles per hour in New York City. And this is what it feels like when you step outside. Not too bad. This is definitely much more bearable than where we were at yesterday. It feels like 34 degrees in Farmingdale. I'll take it any day of the week. 30, LaGuardia 31, Teterboro. As you head further north and west, it's a little chillier than that. But here's a look at what's ahead. Temperatures close to where they should be this time of year, Alex.
Okay.
They should be this time of year, Alex.
Okay. Half of the season today when they face off with the Sixers out in Philly.
And it seems the All-Star break has helped on the injury front. Tom Thibodeau said expect hope he heals up.
Yes. All right, 36 degrees, so not a bad start to our Thursday morning. Let's get a check on that weather and traffic.
Alex Lee standing by with your roads and your rails, and meteorologist Stacy-Ann Gooden in a weather center.
Yeah, it's not a bad look. I mean, you know, temperatures going up, going down. But taking a look at seasonal snowfall, we're at the 10th least snowiest so far at 7.5 inches. We're at a big deficit, almost 15 inches below normal. And when you look year to date, temperature readings, wow, all surplus, almost 4 degrees up from normal. And I say all of this to say that, you know, within the last 53 years, you know, winters have been warming. Climatologists have crunched the numbers, and winter is the fastest warming season in the U.S. They took over 2,000 locations across the country, and it looks like 64% of them came in with above normal conditions. Closer look at that, and it does impact recreation, especially during winter months, among other things. Things like, you know, skiing, for instance. Some of the ski resorts are snow-starved. So when you look at things, since the 1970s, we had 15 days of above normal temperatures. That's since the 1970s up until last year. So that is the average, and the average of temperatures above normal, 4 degrees. So take a look at that. And these winters are continuing to warm, and it's definitely a concern. And with that said, a lot of the precipitation that does fall, it falls in the form of rain, which is what we're going to be getting, you know, later on today into tomorrow. Some areas, though, which is what we're going to be getting, you know, later on today into tomorrow. Some areas, though,
to happen for us to be inconvenienced on this magnitude, at least they're getting something back.
Don't spend that $5 and, you know,
don't go crazy.
in one place.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Divvy it out. 4:10 here. Let's get a check of our weather on this Monday with meteorologist Stacy-Ann Gooden. It was not something, it's something else.
Ration it.
Yes.
Yes, let's take a look at current conditions. As you can see, a little bit of an active scene, minor, of course, across the board here. If you are in Nassau, Suffolk, more like Suffolk County, just east of Oyster Bay, which is technically Nassau County. So this is just the Nassau County, Suffolk border. Beyond that point, maybe a few snowflakes, and then the same rings true parts of northern New Jersey or northeastern New Jersey. Then in the Hudson Valley, we're looking at the potential just for a few flakes, maybe even some freezing rain, and it comes down as like a light drizzle. So there could be some slickness, so I want you just to be mindful of that, allow plenty of extra travel time. This is along the Parkway here. It's a little bit dicey, or could be Park Ridge, Hillsdale, all the way down into Paramus, New Jersey. That's something that we're watching. Temperatures at or around the freezing mark. So if you're in West Milford, for instance, you have a better shot of that slickness or that icy glaze in spots. Fairlawn, Harrison, Newark, not too bad, just slightly above freezing, but definitely take it with ease as you make your way out. 36, we dropped a degree in New York City. Afternoon temperatures are in the 50s. There's a look at your 3-day, Alex.
All right, Stacy. Thank you. Belt Parkway, starting here with a live look at construction. So it's on the eastbound side, right around the airport, coming into 150th Street. We've been watching these construction. There's a vehicle fire on the crossway. Running with delays and service changes right now because of the planned overnight track work in place till 5. Vanessa Craig, back to you guys.
All right, Alex, thank you so much for 12 here and still to come. Thank you so much for 12 here and still to come.
And then a few snow showers. I mean, this is like light stuff coming down, but in spots, there could be some freezing rain to have to contend with or freezing drizzle, especially north and west of the city. Scattered snow, freezing rain possible. It should be sending those temperatures skyrocketing into the 50s and 60s by midweek. Rain, gusty winds later on this week. We're going to time that out for you. But in the meantime, here are these snow showers that I'm talking about. Again, moving in from the Hudson Valley, and it's actually heading north, or rather south and east, and some areas including we're going to watch. This is all because of a trough in the area that's providing that rising air that's leading to that precipitation ahead of this cold front. We do have a warm front, and that's going to really bring those temperatures up, as I mentioned. But for now, drying out by this afternoon, lingering sprinkling or two by 10 a.m., really hit or miss. It's not going to be a washout of a day. In fact, we'll get some sunshine in the mix, winds out of the south ahead of that frontal boundary. And then as we head into Tuesday, that's when things get a little hairy. There could be some mixed winds out of the south ahead of that frontal boundary. And then as we head into Tuesday, that's when things get a little hairy. There could be some Wednesday. So during the pre-dawn hours, a little bit wet, a little dicey, milder air moving in. I wouldn't be surprised if we get that warm air advection. And it looks like we dry out by around the 10 o'clock hour. But wait, there's more, because late day rain arrives. This is going to be a stronger system coming through. Heavy downpours are expected right through the evening. Your 7-day forecast, sending it over to Alex Lee.
Stacy-Ann, thank you so much. And at 421, we're going to start with a nice live look here at the Mario Cuomo Bridge.
48 starting off our Monday morning. Let's get a look outside, check our weather and our traffic.
Alex Lee standing by with more on the commute. Meteorologist Stacy-Ann Gooden with your Monday weather.
Can't believe we're almost through with February.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
Crazy.
we're ending at a deficit in the snow category. That's for sure. 4 inches below normal, and in the rain category too. And we do have both in the forecast. The question is, how much do we stand to get? Of course, I'll answer that for you. 4 degrees above average. So here's a surplus. You know, it's abnormally warm, and will be the case for the next few months as we take a look at NOAA's 90-day outlook, March, April, May. It looks like we are in the orange, my friends. So we do stand the chance of over 50% chance of above normal temperatures. That's something that we anticipate, and of course, we'll let you know if that changes. And in terms of precipitation, average. So we're going to take a closer look at things right now, because we do have some precip in the forecast. 36 degrees, the clouds are hanging around. It's dry in the city. Winds are light, but north and west of the city, a few snowflakes to have to contend with across now Orange County. Mentioned that before. Sullivan, Ulster, Dutchess, and then points south. We are on the drier end of the scale. Now east of Oyster Bay, we talked about eastern Long Island, particularly Suffolk County, seeing some light snowflakes. Some of it may be getting to the ground. And with that said, there could be some freezing rain to have to contend with in and around the area, so just budget your time accordingly. Waiting on this cold front to come through. Right now, we have that high to our south. We also have a warm front that's going to aid in bringing warmer temperatures, and this is our next system by midweek. So we got a lot going on. We're going to time it out for you. And there's that high offshore. Winds out of the southwest. That high is allowing for us to tap into that milder, moist air. And then as we head into Tuesday, more showers on the way Tuesday evening into early Wednesday. Now take a look at Wednesday, though. On the back side of it, there could be some snow showers as that stronger cold front comes through. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's some heavy downpours. There may be some rumbles of thunder, because if you look at how these winds are converging together, that usually leads to rising air, and that could also lead to gusty winds. Temperatures in the 30s right now. 50s by the afternoon, and taking a look tonight, we'll be in the upper 30s, low 40s, plenty of tomorrow and into Wednesday. So those are the 2 days to watch out for, although it's quite mild for Wednesday, Alex.
All right. Looking forward to the mildness of it all. Stacy-Ann, thank you. 450 live look at the Belt Parkway. Eastbound, we're looking pretty good here now coming through. Look at the Belt Parkway. Eastbound, we're looking pretty good here now coming through.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank
Sorry, I
you
just wanted
so
to bring out a little
much
guest.
for sharing that beautiful song.
My pleasure. Thanks for having us.
And your love for North Shore.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what it's all about right here, right?
This is what it's all.
Trying to say we're gonna have the details on our website, PIX11.com too. But we love you. Where are you going? You leaving?
No, we're gonna get a little close up.
Hazel's taking this one home.
Hi.
Joshua, I know you're on the road a lot, but we got to get you.
A time.
Well, you're a busy
going to North Shore
performer,
Animal League America to get a puppy. For sure.
Yeah, I
And
could tell
until
this
then,
guitar
he's supporting us and so.
Miles per hour, gusting to near 60 at times. Some isolated spots, I wouldn't be surprised. May see more. Flood warning for the Passaic River, and then it's expected to crest later today. So some minor flooding concerns if you're in Passaic, even Morris and Essex County, New Jersey. Right now, temperatures are in the 30s across the board, but it doesn't feel like it because with the winds picking up, teens and 20s right now, it does feel even colder. Current wind is gusting to, look at that, 52 miles per hour. That's in White Plains. That's the latest number that clocked in. Almost 40 miles per hour at LaGuardia. LaGuardia notorious for those arrival delays, of course. Alex Lee will have a closer look at your travel conditions. But here's a look at your planner. We are in the 40s, near 50 degrees later on today. Back to you guys. Stacy-Ann, thank you so much. Yes, the wind. And why is it so important? Because, okay, you got whipping winds, you got all this rain that came through over the weekend, and then the ground is already saturated. That is enough to topple over trees and cause wind damage. So it's something we're going to be watching. Fordham just shy of 2 inches, PS 334. They have their weather station there, 2.21. Midtown Manhattan, 2 inches of rain, and of course, overall, we're looking at about 1.5 inches. Battery Park, and just over 1.5 inches there in Harlem. So taking a look, still have just a few light snow showers, light flurries. You may not even see it initially. It's just really fine grains, if anything. Widening things out. If you are driving and you have your headlights on, you may see it in the distance, but then you get outside and you're like, oh, there's no snow. Okay, so this disturbance is pushing off in toward the Canadian Maritimes right now. Temperatures in the 30s, feeling colder. We'll talk about those wind chills. Let's talk traffic with Alex Lee. Stacy-Ann, thank you so much. 442, live look here, still dark and early at the Mario Como Bridge, and it's moving well both ways across the span. You could see it's a little bit windy if you look close. That shaking is the winds just whipping those cameras around. So take it easy, especially across bridges. You're more susceptible to that wind. We have a downpour in Riders closing Route 172, both directions at Long Ride Road. For now, Craig and Vanessa, I will send it back over to you. All right, thank you so much, Alex. Well, former Bronco Russell. And we expect conditions to improve somewhat, but still colder than normal, especially as we head into tomorrow morning. So saturated soil, strong winds could lead to some wind damage. It's something that we're going to be watching for you. Travel disruptions, including the airports. Power outages, down trees, also a possibility. Looking ahead, there's that warm front. We have that high pressure. That return flow will eventually pump in that milder air. A slight chance of showers. Now it looks like Thursday. This was originally for Friday, but mainly north and west. It becomes mostly cloudy Thursday into Friday, and rain chance just in time for St. Patrick's Day, Alex.
Okay, Stacy-Ann, thank you so much. It is 4:50 on your Monday, and we're starting with the Turnpike here. Live look outside of Newark Airport. Of course, as we've been saying,
more scattered flurries, but out with the cold and in with the mild air by midweek. Boy, is it going to be warming up. How warm today now? 65. We may or may not get there. There is going to be a cold front that's going to come through, and that's going to be the determining factor as far as the temperatures are concerned. There could even be some showers, mostly cloudy conditions, showers north and west of here. So we may have to tweak this number. So that's why I'm mentioning that. And also pointing your attention to Saturday, slight chance of a shower, but it's going to be much cooler. Greater shot at rain for your Thursday, St. Patrick's Day. We also have the New York City Marathon, much cooler conditions. So you'll need the rain gear for that day. Alex, sending it over to you.
okay, Stacy-Ann, thank you so much. 521, starting with a live look at the LIE.